coffee intro again on Monday morning. I thought I had one of those on like Wednesday or Thursday last week. Anyway, today is potentially going to be a short day. I have some school stuff to wrap up tonight. Kind of exam week for mom stuff. But anyway, I've been answering a bunch of questions on a bunch of miscellaneous things, and then I need to try and make our number, which we're trying to make $1,000 a day listing, so I gotta get into that. Unfortunately, like I said, lots and lots of questions. So let's get into the vlog. I'm going to have to try and find some different content to fill it in here, because obviously I'll only be here for a couple hours. I don't know what is with the question load today, but oh man, I think I've answered a good at least 10 questions, which part of those were like replies and whatever, just chatting back and forth with some of these people. Anyway, to listing, I have a couple things I'm planning on listing today. A couple of those being these digital cameras with the chargers, and a couple of them probably being watches. For sure, this one right here. This Troy Lee designed crazy watch there I was showing you the other day. That one's all ready to go. So I'll decide what to list, and I think I'm aiming for like $700 or $800 of stuff. See if I can make it happen. My first 4 listings today are going to be this Canon PowerShot SX280HS, a Nikon Coolpix S9200, and this Nikon here with the funky label problem. I'm going to have to figure out how to describe that exactly. Waterproof camera. And then my 4th is going to be this Troy Lee Designs watch, which I'll show you how I list that when I list it. But anyway, let's get these few items pictured and let's get them up there. I have to say that a wide angle lens would be of use with this camera, as whenever I do a shot like this, it's not quite wide enough. It's not too bad, but it's mostly just my photo setup's fault. I'm gonna walk you through a little bit how I take some of these photos for like digital cameras like this. Generally, I'll just take a picture of the actual camera as the first shot, and I won't include the battery and charger and all that kind of stuff until the later shots. I'll take one shot of those at the end. As the last picture, or the second to last picture, I'll just take a quick picture of the screen on so people know that works and powers on and everything. And in the first picture, I'll take a picture of the lens extended if that does work, which in this case, this is not a one with extending lens on it. My final shot, I'll just lay out all the different batteries. I'll take the one out of the camera too, since we have 3 for this auction. Which, is it worth it to include 3 batteries? Well, in my experience, it costs about $8 for the charger, and it costs about $15 for the charger with 2 batteries, so yeah, I'd say it is. Really depends on the camera you're selling and how much the extra batteries cost. There you go, first one done. Stick the battery back in the camera and set it over here in the ready to list pile. As I set up these cameras, I'll put the lens on there, and sometimes I decide to shoot from that angle, sometimes I decide to shoot from that angle. It really depends. In this case, let's go with that. Stick my converter back on my lens here, the macro thing. Try to get the exposure right in camera so I don't have to correct it later on, but if I do, then I can. And again, as the final picture, I'll just stick all the chargers and the 3 batteries in the frame here. 2 new batteries, 1 original battery. There you go. That should do it for that camera. Like I said, just take a picture with the lens extended. Put my converter back on there. Just the way I shoot with the converter thing, not necessarily the way to do it. Can get a dedicated macro lens and all that. I just don't happen to have that right now. I've tried in the past. I don't know. Only ones I had access to were manual focus for a while there. Those just weren't super convenient. Once I get an autofocus one, maybe I'd change. But for right now, the extension tube thing works pretty well, and this lens gives you a lot more flexibility in those manual focus macro lenses quicker. And since I have a full photo set up right now, I'll do this Troy Lee Designs. But first I need to quickly pound in those pins and get those all back to snuff before I do that. So although I don't generally wear a watch on my left hand here, that's how I usually do it for the first shot. That's a new thing I've been doing, is having the first shot be of a watch on a wrist. So I put on a white glove. This one has a lot of extra links and stuff included, so I'll put those back on there before I take the further pictures. But this first wrist shot, need to get here while it's still the right size. Try to get a good angle there. Put my macro tube in my camera quick. Awkward angle. There you go. That'll do it. Stick those extra links in there and I'll get the rest of those photos. Okay, there you go. This one's all ready to picture. I'm just going to take a quick picture of the back before anything else, and then I'll get the box out here and get my main pictures taken. So I can get a little bit more straight on. I should have done this when the band was completely off, but I'm not taking it back off right now. That right there should work just fine. Okay, the original box here for this. So I have to figure out what the best combination will be for the first main picture. Watch it very reflective compared to cameras, and you want to be able to see the face clearly, so it takes a little bit of monkeying around before you get it perfect. I think that right there will work fine. As of right now, I definitely spend a little bit more time on watch listings than camera listings. That's going to need to change, so I'm sure it'll become more streamlined as I keep listing them. Cameras obviously have become super streamlined because I'm really used to them. Gotta find a watch stand here quick to get some good pictures of this thing. Just losing my watch stands because they kind of blend in, but there one is right there. That'll work. Angled shot here, and I'll take it straight on the face. Try to get rid of all the glare as possible. And I'll take some other shots here. Profile on the band there, and I think that'll be good. I had one viewer here ask me about my lighting setup, and it's a little bit complicated in my case. It's not really something that's super replicatable. I have these really bright, kind of daylight bounced, I think I have 8 of them in there, fluorescent bulbs. And then I have this top-mounted light. If it's just the top-mounted light, let me turn off my office here for a second, off the lights. It would work okay, but it wouldn't be quite as good because the front light, there'd be no front light on the items. So I guess you put an item in here. It wouldn't be too bad, except for that it'd be a little bit darker on the front and a little bit lighter on the top there. So I'd suggest probably light shining from this direction and then a top light. I like the top light design though, that really seems to work well. Went between using a lot of different setups and a lot of trial and error with flash units and light tents and all kinds of different things. So far this is quick enough, easy enough, and it works pretty well. So that's why I use just a standard like video softbox there with 4 fluorescent bulbs in it too. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some random little clipped in clips here rather than like doing time lapses and everything through all this stuff because I've shown all this stuff before and I kind of need to get listing. There are the 2 different wrist shots I took here. I'm not sure exactly which I'm going to use. Probably that one right there. They're pretty similar. Then all these other photos here turn out pretty well. Anyway, like I said, I got all the watch pictures, all the camera pictures, all this stuff edited here. Let's get those 3 listed or 4 listed here pretty quick. Okay, 3 good listings up, 3 digital cameras listed. I'm just checking the time here. About 12 minutes, I think, total for 3, so that's pretty good. All bagged up, stickered up, ready to go out. Let's get that one watch listed. Okay, so a lot of keywords in the title here for this watch. Actually listed up pretty high too. I put it at $260. I think we paid only $30 for that one. Anyway, this is a watch commemorating the 8-time national champion Jeff Ward at a Supermoto thing 2004. Pretty nice shape, and these watches tend to go pretty well. The only one listed right now from the same brand, not even the exact same thing, $700 plus shipping. So listed this quite a bit lower than that, but it should go hopefully for over $150. It's listed high because there's no other ones listed. So that's 4 items listed. I have to add up exactly where that's at. $740, and my listing time is coming to an end. So it's pretty close to my goal. Hopefully dealer can make up the rest of that. I'll have to see what else I get done here today, but I guess that's the end of that for right now. So the mini tripod along with me today, and I was scootering a lot yesterday, so I'm pretty worn out. Figure out what I'm going to do, probably some creative weird tricks. Going to film back out here again. I haven't filmed out there in a little while. Just start off some warm-up stuff. Switching back to the normal angle for a little while here because I've been doing a lot of GoPro shots lately. Let's go for a double whip, then I go for a 3-bar, some standard stuff. It's pretty worn out. Double whip, first try. For the heel whip right here. First try. Double bar. First try. Haven't warmed up yet, I'm ready to knock it out of the park. Go with that 3-bar. Almost first try, not quite perfect. Try again. That was cool. Now my back wheel and went all the way for the 540 bar. Okay, let's go for a manual full cab. Cool. Almost. A little bit cleaner. Wow. Today's a good day so far. Let's do some bar tricks I haven't done in a little while. Let's try like a bar to X up. It'd be cool to see if I do a whip out of that, but I don't think I can. So it's a bar to X up. Extra, I need that. Let's just go for this. Go like that. 1.5, oppo bar out. That's gonna be hard to land. I'll try a few tries though. That can happen actually. Never landed before, but it can happen. Okay, let's give one more good try at that. Attempt. Let's take that. Try a 1.5 bar to 1.5 oppo bar out. Try this once. 1.5, I mean double oppo bar out. Kind of hops, but it works. Let's do a half cab those. 180 to 180 out. Almost there. Foot touch. Not do that.
You're gonna put some random kid 2017 this time?
I'm gonna take that one. That was bad, but so what? Land untwist, I'll be done. No trigger never landed. Double bar to X ride. Pretty sure the X ride might be on the ground, whatever. Let's try it. A little bit late. That's about it for this quick scooter session. Not sure what else we're gonna do today, so I'll probably end the vlog here. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below if you enjoyed. Sorry for the short vlog. Ella out. Goodbye. Back in the office and the vlog is not over. What happened? It's 10 p.m. and I got my school done earlier than expected. I actually got down to it for once. So anyway, here I am. Time to continue the vlog for at least a little while more. What I'm planning on doing tonight is finalizing what watches here need batteries and which ones I'm going to order there. And I need to quickly sift through these and get a bunch of batteries ready for those. So I'm going to speed unback and check the batteries on those. Show you how I do that here in just a minute. So before I get into the crazy watches here, I might as well finish up what I started, which is taking all the bands off these watches and cleaning them. So let's grab the bands from over here and reattach those to these watches. A little while later, all the bands are on the watches. Before I get in those totes over there, I want to check through the rest of these watches here, which those are the ones I kind of set aside as junk watches. Not that one, no, just a random one in there. Those are kind of the junky watches, the ones that are going to be lotted up / not. And of course, there's always going to be a few in there that I missed. These two here in particular, Flick Flack watches. I guess they're from the 90s or something. All aluminum case, made in Switzerland. Kind of interesting. I thought they were just like weird toy watches or something. And this little So I'm Late watch. So it seemed to be of surprising quality. So I looked inside. It has an ETA movement in it, which means Swiss. It has stayed on the back. But you can never really trust the backs of those things. So that's a good one too. And there's a couple more I'm still going to look up here, like this one, 5 years, and I'm not sure what that logo is what it is, but this one's not in great shape, has some paint splatter on it. And there's a couple other ones here. But anyway, let's get the batteries figured out for those. Okay, so one more listing here quick, just to make the number. 5 items total, and $1,075. Apparently dealers laid out all that stuff back there, so you can go take a look at some of the other stuff. Okay, well here's the whole table all laid out and everything. Let's just start from this side. There's one board here, I forget exactly which brand that is. Blockhead, that's the brand on there. And I don't know, we've had good and bad luck with these boards, mostly bad luck. We had good luck with the older one a while back. That one should be from the 80s, and it's some Skaters Pro model, so if that turns out to be any good. Definitely pretty beat up. I don't remember how much we paid for that though, it was like 15 bucks. That's the thing. Some interesting pins and stuff all from this one lot. Some little knives and all this other things. We just got a whole miscellaneous box from this one guy. Some gauges up there and some tie bars and just all different types of things. I showed off the watches yesterday. Cufflinks. Cufflinks, okay. Say tie bars on there.
Both.
And there's all these fishing lures and some other stuff here. I showed a lot of this off at the flea market. So let's give a quick overview here. All different types of things. Fishing stuff. Dealer was saying would be pretty good. Belt buckles there. Have anything to add?
No, just need a nap. Long day. This is Monday. Do they know that?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I put in a 16-hour day today.
Yeah. So it's all kinds of interesting stuff. Definitely be listing a bunch of the watches and the lens and a few other things here over the coming weeks. Okay, so it's time for the vlog to be done for today. This is one Super Score watch that I want to show off quickly. Let me get that to autofocus. Okay, so this is the Super Score watch here. Oh man, that is a crazy one. That's a Citizen. I'm not sure the exact name, but it says Windjack on it. Just put a battery in it. Seems to work. Vintage Citizen watches are super good. I have not seen one. I like the look of them. Seems to work. Super cool. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end off my vlog for today. I already ended it earlier, but I guess I'm ending again. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for another vlog tomorrow. Now out. Goodbye.